I think both of you have a understanding about the PeopleSoft front end, the HRMS log on, how you log on to the HRMS, how you log on to the application designer, all those things. Then this is the PeopleSoft environment on my machine. I'm having the version as PeopleSoft, Oracle PeopleSoft HRMS 9.1, PeopleTools 8.50. Then coming to the front end, this is the PeopleSoft HRMS front end. I think Srinivas, are you recording this session? Srinivas, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You are recording this session, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, once the session is completed, you can share the recording with both of these people.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, from next time onwards, give me the recording option. Why? Because here the recording
Sir,
is
I
not
already
working for
give
me.
the option to you also, sir.
No. Here what's happening
Okay.
while I'm,
Okay.
there is no option for the recording.
Yes, sir. You are also.
Okay, once the session is completed, you can share the video for both of them.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay. We both have minimum knowledge about this is the PeopleSoft front end now. These are the PeopleSoft navigations in PeopleSoft HRMS, self-service, manager self-service, recruiting, all these things.
Yes.
How the system connected in the back end. Okay, as a user, I'm accessing this in the self-service personal information. I logged on to my PeopleSoft system with my username and password, and I'm checking these navigations. Okay, here I'm checking my personal information summary page, and this will display the summary of the personal information of this particular employee who have logged on. If you log on with your user ID, it will display yours. If I log on with my user ID, it will display mine. I'm checking all these things as a client. Then I'm expecting some look and feel of this. I want to change some look and feel of this page. Like, okay, as of now, it is giving me the change name option is available. As of now, the name of this employee is Betty Logic. I want to change this employee name. Then I will click on this change name. But as a client, you are expecting one customization. Like, you are not in a position to, you are not interested to give option to your employee to change their name. That means you want to hide this button or you want to make this button as a reader. You are not giving any access to your employee to change the name. Employee contact. Then, this is the customization. In general, at the very first step, client will discuss with the functional people, okay, this is my expectation of the change. In the next minute, the functional people will start the analysis. In a way, it can be doable by configurational change in the setup. First, they will think in that way. If it is doable by changing a configurational setup, then they will go ahead and do it. Why? Because there is no coding requirement, there is no structural change required. If it is not doable by configurational setup change, then we can call it as a customization. Then a functional document will be prepared by the functional team, and now we are coming into the picture as technical person. What are all the steps we will do? In general, first of all, we have to know the navigation. Already the functional people have given the navigation. main menu, self-service, personal information summary. In this page, you have to hide this button or you have to make this button as read-only. This is the requirement. Functional people already given the navigation. You come onto this page, you want to check something. Okay, you come onto this page. Then what is your first step? Your first step must and should be, you have to know what is this page, because you are going to change something in the page structure. How do you know what is this page? Why? Because we are all the newcomers to the PeopleSoft. Otherwise, we are newcomers to the module. We don't know the page name in the backend. Then we will use the option, we will come onto this page, we will use the option Control plus J. Hold the Control key and press the J. Then it will gives you the information of this page. What is this page name? What is the component name? Everything it will give you. This is the page name. HR underscore E underscore pos underscore info. Okay, I copied the page name. Just I want to check the page name in the application designer. This is the application designer window, and here will be the shortcut for your application designer. Once you click on this application designer, it will gives you the login window for your application designer also. There you will see the user ID and password option. In our local machines or demo machines, because of that reason we are using PS, and PS is the user ID and password, capital PS. Once you log on, you will click on this open. Before clicking on this, just observe the application designer window. All these are menu bar options. All these are the toolbar options. This is the development tab, which will show us what are all objects we are going to change. And this is the upgrade tab, what are all the objects are ready for the migration. And these are all the results, validations, results, upgrade, build, all these things. This is the application designer window. Here I am coming into the application designer and I am opening that particular page by selecting the page option. This is my page. I am opening this page in the application designer. This is my page. Just observe the page. Personal information summary, name change. All these options are available. That means we open the exact page. Then, as a developer, what we will do? We will hide this button by writing the code or by changing any property. We will make it as a read-only. We can do it. Once we did it, automatically this change will appear in the backend. Once we completed the change in the backend and we saved our transaction, automatically the change will appear in the backend. This is the very regular process. But my question is, all these are connected on what basis? What is the connection between all this? What is the connection between the application designer and how the architecture is in the backend? We can call that architecture as PeopleSoft Internet Architecture, PIA in a short form. What are all the main parts of the PIA? First of all, what is PIA? It's a front end. And it's a web-based application. Yes, we are accessing the PeopleSoft front end by using a browser. Either it may be Chrome or Internet Explorer, or whatever it may be. We are accessing through a browser. And we are accessing a browser by using a link, URL link. Then, how they are connected? Back and by using the servers. 5 main parts of the PIA. Web browser, web server, application server, database server, and batch server. Web browser, already we know about it. And the web server, every web browser needs a web server to access the internet, even in our local servers also. Application server is nothing but whatever this application designer we are able to see. Maximum times we can say it's an application server. Database server. Yes, we need a database. Well, because we are accessing the tables. We have to access the tables because we are storing data in the database. A database server is needed. And a batch server. It's a different server which will handle the scheduled jobs done by you. We know some of the jobs are scheduled, some payroll jobs, benefits jobs, all are scheduled in some frequencies of intervals, like it's a weekly job or daily job or bi-weekly job, depends on the frequencies. This is the primary architecture diagram, basic architecture diagram. Web browser interacts with the web server. Web server interacts with the application server with the help of Jolt and Tuxedo. These are the third-party tools. Application server connects with the RDBMS with the help of SQL. RDBMS is nothing but a database server. This is the advanced architecture diagram. Here you will see a good amount of information. A web server is contacting the, web browser is contacting the web server with the help of HTTP or HTML language. Everybody will get it out. Or we are going to learn this HTTP. No, it's not required. It's not our task. It's not our task even in our real time also. Maintaining the servers is a task of DBS. In real time, there is no access for us to handle the servers. We are not the right persons. I am explaining you for your understanding about the server architecture. In the web server, you have a number of Java servlets, portal servers, all those things. Application server, you will have all types of coding methodologies and development concept. Entire development concept in the backend can be done by application server. Application server is contacting RDBMS with the help of SQL. Batch server is a part of RDBMS. Why? Because it's a scheduled one. It's a process scheduler. I think both of you know heard about the word process scheduler in our life. This is the architecture of the PeopleSoft, how they connected in the backend. Coming to the main part of the discussion. Already we discussed about some of the tools in the last session. 6 tools we are going to discuss in our technical part. Application designer, application engine, people code, file layout, component interface, and SQL. We will go one by one. Application designer. What is the application designer? It's a graphical user environment, graphical user interface, GUI. We will design all our pages. Whatever the page you are able to see here, this page designed in the application designer itself. If you are ready to create a new page, it should be developed by using the application designer. All those things, whatever the changes you are going to do, all those changes can be handled by the application designer. That means all GUI related activities, page designs, everything can be handled by the application designer. Coding. Coding, we can do number of validations by using the coding. We can develop number of business logics. We can update our databases. We can integrate our third-party applications. Everything we can do by using the code. PeopleCode is a proprietary language developed by PeopleSoft, Oracle PeopleSoft. And where you will write the code? Within the application designer itself. You will write the code. Application engine. Application engine. Normally, I will explain a process. In general, you are ready to, your client is maintaining your employee data in the PeopleSoft service. But your client is not running the payroll in the Your client is running the payroll in some third-party systems. But on a regular interval basis, you have to share your employee information with the third-party system. Like it's a bi-weekly or monthly, whatever it is, you have to share your information. Like how many employees are newly joined, how many employees got promotion, how many everything, you have to share the information with them. That means, on a regular interval basis, you are sharing your data to that. That particular thing you can develop by using that.
I'm sorry, Venkat.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There is a lot of echo, and I don't know if it's just me. I can hear your voice, but the words are like muffled, and
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
Yes, Venkat, he was clearer earlier in the lesson, and it became a bit more echoey.
Okay.
If you use earphones and a microphone on the earphones, it's sometimes better. Sometimes, yeah.
Already I'm using Stefan.
Okay, sorry.
Sometimes it may happen because of the go-to-meeting traffic. I will face some type of these type of issues in my regular sessions. But it's a very basic session. I think no need to worry about this session. Maybe they will clear all these clouds by tomorrow, in my understanding. But because they are also on the loop, they are also on the loop for the session. They will clear all the clouds by tomorrow, in my understanding.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is the process. These are all interfaces we can develop by using the application engine. Not only by the application engine. One more tool is there, that is SQR. It's one of the important tools. It's a reporting tool. Structured query reporting. Majorly, we will use this SQR for reporting purposes. We will see the in-depth of each and every tool in our discussion coming further. We are going to complete a task today, a simple task. What is the task? I developed a number of pages. This is my training. Here here is my training. One of the students attending this training, I developed one of the pages, sample pages like this. PeopleSoft HRMS Technical Application Designer Practice. There I developed some of the pages by my own. Just like that. Today I am expecting to complete one task from my end. I am expecting to complete from your end also by tomorrow's session. It's a very, very simple task. I will explain you with the help of this PPT. What I am going to do, I will explain through the PPT, and the session is also recording. He will share the recording with you. Once the recording is shared, you can go ahead with the recording and you have to complete the task. Then I can understand, okay, they understood very well. First of all, I want to create a navigation for us, for our training, like Pooja, Paddy, Rams. So many students are attending the training earlier. For all those students, I created one of the navigation. For our session, I want to create a navigation first of all. In that navigation, my target is, I want to create a page and I want to display the page in the front end. The page should display employee ID, employee name, joining date, or birth date, whatever. 3 fields I want to see. I want to enter the data in those 3 fields. I want to check the data even in the bank. This is my task for today. Very simple task. In that particular task, our first target is to create the navigation. Just follow my steps to create the navigation. Open your front end, log on to the front end. The window will be like this. Go to the People Tools. At the bottom you will see the option People Tools. There I am creating, there I am entering into the portal folder. This is my portal. Here I am clicking on the structure and content. Whenever I click on the structure and content, it will show all of the content available in the left-hand side panel, like Puja Training, RAMS Practice, Self-Service, Managed Service. That means whatever the navigations you are able to see in the left-hand panel, all the navigations are created from here itself, structure and content. That means here we are building our structure. The navigation is main menu, people tools, portal, structure and content. Come down. Here an option, add folder. In the particular folder administration, just enter your name, like new training. This is my folder name. And my label for the folder, the same, new training technical. Something I'm giving. No need to give anything. Just check validate should be blank. Must and should be blank. Why? Because it is valid from today's date. Validate should be blank. Why? Because it may be I want to use forever. I'm giving the folder name and I'm giving the label. That's it. Just click on save. It's saved. Go to the home. If you are in a position to see your folder, here, otherwise click on here also. Sometimes because of some cache issues, here. New training technical. If you click on this folder, it's empty. As of now, we have not created anything. Just we created one navigation. Then, in this particular navigation, I want to show my page. I want to create my page. I want to enter the data in the page. But my target is main menu, new training. Okay, in the front end part, we did something, we created the navigation. We did it. Coming to the back end. Now, this is the application design. Go to the PPT. I will share this PPT after this class. No issues. Getting started with the application designer. These many varieties we can build up by using the application design. Fields, records, pages, components, menus, people core and SQL. Field. I think both of you know about a table in a database. We have number of columns in a table. Just terminology got changed with respect to the application designer. Table is nothing but a record, field is nothing but a column. And pages, yes, we are going to build a page to display the information on the page. Component. We will see one by one. Coming to the next slide. Designing an application. Yes, now we are doing that. Designing an application. In that particular designing an application, we have a number of steps. Design the application, define new fields, create the record application. Like the first step, designing the application. That means we are creating our own plan. What is our plan? We are going to create a page. In the page, we are going to display 3 fields information: employee ID, employee name, and joining date. That means we are going to create 3 fields. To store the fields, we are creating a record. That means nothing but it's a table. To display the fields, we are creating a page. As of now, as a beginner, we know up to here. Just we will prepare a plan on a paper, that's it. Then, that means a prototype. Next, create the field definitions. As per our plan, yes, we are going to create a field definition. 3 field definitions. What are those? Employee ID, employee name, and joining date. Where we can create, where we can see the field. File, new option, one option. This is the shortcut for that, new. Otherwise, the keyboard shortcut is Control+N. There you will see all these definitions are available in PeopleSoft. Among those, select your field. Click on OK. What is our field? What are our fields? Employee ID, employee name, and joining date. First of all, employee ID. Maybe it's alphanumeric. Because of that reason, I'm selecting character. And my field length is, okay, 15 is my field length character. Now, maybe already employee ID is there in the PeopleSoft with some different lengths. But we decided my employee ID length is 15. I want to create a new field. Then, if you are blindly giving the employee ID is the name for your new field also, maybe it will corrupt your system. This is one reason. And the second reason, you are creating a new field. You have to place your stamp on the field. Like, I want to know who created this field, what is the purpose of the creation. We need a special identification for that. Okay, our client is Capgemini. For suppose, think like that. Our client is Capgemini. We are developing the application for Capgemini. Then I am using CAP is my client identification. Is my client identification. Whatever the new objects I am creating on my client system, I am using a special identification, that is CAP underscore employee. I am giving my full name as employee. Just blindly follow all these things. What is field length, what is field type, what is label ID, I will explain tomorrow. Just follow instructions and try to complete this task, whatever I am doing. Label ID I am giving, long name also I am giving. And click on this save option. Now CAP underscore employee. Whatever the label ID I am giving the label ID as my field name. Click on OK. Now it is saving. Now it is saved. Once it's saved, it is coming automatically into this development tab. Field, a new field is created. The field name is CAP underscore employee. This is coming into this development tab by default because I did some changes in my application designer settings. In general, your application designer settings is like this. Go to the tools, options. In the very first option, insert definition into project. By default, if PeopleSoft newly built on your machine, it's newly built and you are very first time you are using the PeopleSoft, it should display manually is the option. That means you have to bring that particular object into this development tab manually. This is the default option. How it will behave with the default option, we will see now. Now I changed it to default manually. Now I am creating the second field as per our target. The field is employee name. Okay, let's say my employee name option is Captain. Employee name. Employee name. Now I am saving it as MP name. If I click on OK, it is not coming automatically. Why? Because the options are like this. Insert definition into project manually. Earlier what it is, when definition is modified and saved or deleted. Even in your machines, I am sure it should be manually. You have to change it to second option. Then how this definition will come into this development tab? Insert current definition into project. Then it will come here if you are selecting the manual option. Now create the third field, that is the date, joining date. Then am I changing the field type as date? Cap join date. Joining date. Just save it as. Join. Now it will come automatically. Why? Because we changed it. As per our first template, we created the 3 field definitions. Yes, we completed successfully the first step. Let's say you completed your task today. You want to store all these field definitions on your name. Why? Because we are in the middle of the task. We have to come out of the server like something. I want to store my development, whatever changes I do. Is there any option? Exactly. There is an option. File, save project. This is one option. Otherwise, this is the option shortcut, save all. Here I am giving cap employee project. Then whatever the changes I am doing, all the changes are storing under CAMP_EMP_pro. Okay, tomorrow I am opening my application designer. My application designer window is like this. If you are not storing under a project, all those definitions you have to open manually, and you have to open, you have to store all the definitions again into the tab. But if I open this, open project, cap_EMP_pro, automatically all the fields will come into the development tab. Now your project is ready. That means we successfully completed this creating field definition step. Now creating the record definition. Why? Because why we need a record? Why? Because record is nothing but a table. Whatever the transaction you are doing on the front end, at the end of the transaction you will save the transaction and you will try to load the data in the database. You need a record. Then go ahead and create a new record. Click on OK. A new record definition will open here. Just drag and drop all the fields. Employee, employee name, joining date. Just save it. CAP_employee_TBL. Okay, table. It will ask any database name, anything you can give it by your choice. Now a record definition will come here into this development tab. Record definition came here. Just save your project. Why? Because a new object came into your project. Save your project. That means we successfully completed the create record definition step. Next step, building the table. Okay, let's see. We created the record in the application design. We know we are in a position to access the database in our local machine. Our database is SQL Server. Just check. Are we able to access the table whatever we created just now in the application design? In general, it won't appear. Why? Because the application designer, we created the table. But as of now, we have not conveyed any message to the database. This is the table structure. These are all the fields are involved in the particular table creation. But now we will check. We need a cross check. Even whenever you are logging into your Microsoft SQL Server, it will give you the user ID and password already assigned. Just click on connect. No need to change anything. Just click on connect. Once it's connected, just go ahead here and Click on that particular option, new query. There it comes. New query. Once it's open, go to the master. We are not accessing the master database, we are accessing the HC database. HC is our PeopleSoft database. Just write your query. Select star from PS underscore, PS is the identification for PeopleSoft tables, CAP underscore, EMP underscore, TBM. Just query it, try to execute the query. If the table exists, it should display. It is saying invalid table. Somebody will ask me a question, why we are using the PS underscore. Try the query by not using PS underscore. Okay, try it. PS underscore. Still we are getting the same message. Why? Because we have not completed this step, building the table to the backend. Then, what are the options? Where we can build it? Here is the shortcut, otherwise go to the build current definition. Otherwise, this is the shortcut for build current build. This is our table name. Create tables. Automatically the create indexes will select. You have to select the third option. Already it's selected. Please check the third option is must and should be selected. What are all these things? We will discuss about it later. Each and every option we will discuss later. Execute and build script. Click on build. That's it. You will get a message. Potentially data destructive settings are active. Continue the build process. Yes. Now your build process is ready. It's done. It creates a sample file for your reference. That is the build script file. In general, if you are creating a table in the backend, you will use this is the create table, PS underscore, so and so. Now this table got created in the backend. Now run the query for this particular table. PS underscore, CAP underscore, EMP underscore, TBL. Just run the query now. Now you will see the information of the particular table. Why? Because it's already built. Employee ID, employee name, and join. That means we successfully completed this particular step also. Now the next step, page. Just save it once and open the page definition. New page. This is our page. Just drag and drop the fields from record level, not from the fields level. Why? Because whatever the information you are placing on your page, that information you are able to store on you want to store in the fields. Try to drag and drop them from the fields level. It's not possible. Try to drag and drop from the record level. It's possible. Employee ID, employee name, and joining. Just drag and drop. That's it. Just save the page. CAP underscore, employee underscore, page. CAP is my naming convention. You can use your own naming convention also. KAVS. It's your wish. For my understanding, I am giving CAP. Just I am saving my project. Why? Because a new page inserted into my project. Now the next step. Once the page got created, you have to create the component. Okay, then fine. Close all these definitions. Here I am creating a component, new component. Open the component, just drag and drop the page, try to save it. CAP underscore employee underscore component. It will gives you an error. Search record is required. Click on OK. It will gives you the search record option. Blindly give your record name. Blindly give your record name. That's it. And try to save it again. Component I am saving now. Now it's saved. A component came here. Again, save your project. Now the next step, registering the component. That means whatever the logic we built on the page, we will carry the logic by using the component to the component. Now, registering the component. Very easy. Where we can register it? In the backend itself. Go to the tools, register component. Otherwise, click here, register component. A tab pop-up window will open in front of you. You will see 3 checkboxes are checked. Otherwise, check manually all checkboxes. Add this component to your menu, add this component to your portal registry, add this component to your permission list. Click on next. If you are in a position to see any of the menu name, go with it. No issues. Otherwise, if you are able to see a blank here, click on select. Click on select. Any one of those. Here I am selecting administrator underscore Cobra. It's my menu name. I'm selecting. It's already there in the PeopleSoft. Bar name. Anyone. Use I am selecting. Click on next. This page needs some observation. Portal name must and should be employee. Where it is? Here you will see employee is your portal name. That particular portal name should be there. Folder name. This is our folder name, new training technical. That should be selected from our end. New training. This is my folder name. Content reference name, content reference label. Here I am selecting my label as PeopleSoft Technical App Designer. App Design. Like this. This is my reference name. And this is my long name also. Application Designer. PeopleSoft Technical Application Designer Practice. Like this I am giving my long name. Then, here. Next check, template name. Template name must and should be default template, even in your real time also. And the node name, you have to check always use default local node. Then, click on next. If you are in a position to see any permission list name here, go with it. Otherwise, select. Here type it as PTPT 1000. It's in our local machine only. Then it will come here. No need to change anything on this page. Click on next. This is our summary. Click on finish. Your results tab will be updated continuously. Once you are in a position to see wizard save complete like this, then you can say yes, your component registered successfully. Now you can check your component. Once you're logged on, go to this new technical training. There you will see your component. PeopleSoft Technical Application Design. This is our component label. And whatever the hover text you are able to see, this is the long name, PeopleSoft Technical Application Design and Practice. Once you click here, you will see your page in the front end. This is your page. You design employee ID, employee name, joining date. Give it as employee ID number 1. Like this I am giving employee name. And here I am giving joining date as May 1st, 2014. Just save it as. Yes, it's saved. Check the data in the backend. Yes, it's completely, perfectly saved. Whatever you expected, it's completed. This is the process I am expecting to complete from your end also by next session. If in your machines PeopleSoft is completely installed. Any doubts so far? Any questions for me? The last step, testing the application again. Any questions?
No, I understand.
Understood. Okay. Kavita?
Yes, me too. I understand it.
Okay, fine. Then I'm closing the session for today. This is a very simple task. I will forward this PPT for both of your email IDs, and once the session is completed, Srinivas will send you the recording also. Just follow the recording, follow the PPT, try to complete the task. If you are getting any doubts, I'm ready to explain tomorrow. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm closing the session for today. Have a great day. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.